Well, excuse me. Got a new project today. Probably 3 years ago, I think. So I've had this thing now 5 years. I was in a hurry at work, and I did the stupid thing, and I had a screwdriver in my back pocket. Got in the car. I poked a hole in the seat. It's a really, really small hole because it's from a really small screwdriver. But it's right here. I think you can see it. You see it right there? Let's zoom in. Right there. It's really, really small. But right when I did it, I mean, I've left it because I wanted to see if it was going to tear, and everyone said it was going to tear open, and it never did. So I kind of left it. So I'll probably end up doing like some sort of repair or something like that. I'll send it to a fabric place or something. I haven't decided yet. But I went and I bought another one. And it's just been sitting around the garage for 3 years now. And today I decided to fix it. I also have a new sill plate because on the one on the other side over there, when I dropped it off, I think at Livernois one time, they took a little chunk out of the plastic on so I bought another one. That was pretty cheap. It was like $20 or something. I ended up buying two of them because they take a lot of wear. But I'm gonna get the car turned around the garage, and then I'm gonna get the seat pulled out, and then we'll go from there. So let's get a cold start. Okay, let's get this seat out, okay? Basically, you're going to end up just unsnapping this, of course, and then we got to slide the seat forward to get to the rear bolts, and I think the front just slides in. So I'm going to slide the seat, and you can see there's a Torx right here. There's going to be one over there. I'm not sure exactly what size that is yet. It looks like maybe a 50. So I'm going to get these bolts taken out. Probably going to be tight. Seat won't go any further forward. And then of course we're going to have to remove it and then remove these side panels to get this lower seat cushion off. And I got to figure out when I'm going to do it because obviously I can't do it here on the floor. So maybe I'll take the box, rip the box open, and then set the seat on the box. Maybe that's what I'll do. And then go from there. Or find some blankets or something, I'm not sure yet. But let's go from there. It is a T50. And this lighting's going to be really bad, so deal with me. I'm just using a GoPro. I'm using my 1/2 inch impact. And hopefully that'll get it loose. Oop, tight. So that's one. There's the second one. We're probably going to have a connector down here somewhere. Yeah, it's way under here. I'll have to figure out how to get that out. But at the same time, yeah, this one also has airbags. I should probably disconnect the battery. But I usually wing it, so if you want to be safe 100%, I'd disconnect the battery. So I'm going to have to figure out these connectors down here. There's a couple of them. But at the same time, I don't want the seat tilted all the way forward, so I'm going to recline it a little bit. Maybe to straight up and down position. Something like that, maybe. And then I'll probably end up pulling the top back just to get enough clearance in here so I'm not trying to squeeze in out of the car. And that is one of the benefits of having a convertible. So I'm going to do that. There's a couple connectors on here I got to release to get clear, but the back end, I mean, this seat is ready to come out right now. Just got to do the electrical part. So bear with me and I'll get the seat out. Get the seat out. You can see I've retracted the roof right there. The electrical connector is one single wide blade connection. It kind of snaps in this direction, and there's a little bar that pulls out from the side. So you just take a screwdriver in there and you slide it over to the left as you're looking at it. I think it's the opposite on the other side, but I'm not sure. And then the whole entire connector comes off. So the seat is just sitting in here right now. I'm going to set a piece of cardboard on the floor and I'm going to lift the seat out. Okay, got the seat out. You can see the kind of little hooks down there at the bottom and the guide pins in the rear. So you got to slide it back a little bit, lift it up a little bit and slide back a little bit to get it unhooked from the front. This is the perfect time to vacuum because you can see underneath the seat. So it's in these two channels here, and here's that connector I was talking about. So yeah, well, they do a nice job cutting this stuff in. They just hack and whack it. So now I get to vacuum in here, clean this mess up. So I'm going to take care of that, and then we'll get into the seat. I still need to find something to do with this because I don't want to scratch anything up. I need to get these connectors off. And I think I'm using pry tools, and you just pry these off. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if they're attached to here or if they're attached to the seat. I'll have to flip it over and take a look. So, alright. Here we are again. Excuse me, in the house. I couldn't think of a way to do it in the garage without laying it on the ground. I didn't want to lay it on the ground, so I put it up on top of the counter in the kitchen. My wife's probably going to complain. Sorry. And I was thinking I'd take these side pieces off, but I don't. I think if I can probably take this one off, and that's it to get to the piece like this. And you can see this strap right here. So I'll take a look and see where these go. Figure that out. What I'll do is I'll go grab the other one because I don't think I got to touch this one either because I think that has to do with here. That doesn't have to do with this side piece here. So you can see here. So this is going to come off right here. So these things just clip on right here, like kind of snap over, so you just pull them off. Like this here, you just kind of pull it off. Right here. These are going to be pretty easy to do. I've done this before. The first time you do it, it's kind of intimidating. But once you get these pieces off, which is a screw here, and there's a hidden screw inside here. Those are the only two I've seen so far. I think this whole side piece comes off. It looks like the switch is attached to the cover. So yeah, right there. So that, which is this wiring harness here. So once we get this out of the way, we could probably disconnect it right here, and this piece will be off, and then I can unclip the other side piece, like this one here, and then these back here are hog rings. See them right here? I have a little bag of, bought a pair of hog ring pliers and a little bag of new hog rings. What you do is you take a pliers like this, and you kind of twist it open and pull the hog ring off. And then kind of get a mental picture. What I'll probably do is I'll snap a picture of the routing of this stuff, right? Because it looks like I'm going to have to disconnect some of it. Oh, that's going to suck. So I'm going to have to figure out where this one goes. I might end up having to take all this off up in there just to get these disconnected. Obviously this one is here, but where does this one go? So yeah, I'm going to have to dig into it, I think. Yeah, that sucks. So yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to dig into it. A little more than that. I didn't realize these wires are here were trapped. So, and they're going actually through the cover. Okay, let me get digging into that and see what we get. Okay, progress report. These got two zippers on either side. They're tucked in around the corner up here, like this. This is kind of fold over and tied into this little clip deal here for the bottom. That's how you get the two halves together. You pull that down, and this little piece right here will be tucked in underneath, and you can unzip it. You unzip it and you can get to the two sides. This being the airbag side, this being the motor, the power tilt side. This has a clip that goes into here. You gotta push this center down right here. You can pull it down. This one has a safety catch in the center for the airbag. Pop the center out. I use my little pry tool here. Pop the center out, and it's tucked in right down there. Literally right in there. You can see it right there. And then basically these will tuck down through there. You can see they're kind of fed through here. And I'm gonna pull them around right through there, and the other one's over here. And then I think I can get to undoing the hog rings for the rear. Or for the bottom cushion. So this one's tucked in through here. You can see it right here. Actually just tucked in right there. And this one's over here. Oops, sorry, this one's over here, tucked in here. And that's right through there. So this one goes through the long way, this one goes the short way. So we're gonna keep it like that. So that goes here. I believe this is my heated seat, this other wire here. So I have to remember that, that's tucked in through here, underneath this piece, and then tied in with this clip right here. It's actually tied in here. And the other one's tied in over here. With the blue marks, see the little blue marks on there? These clips are tied in there, and these are my pry tool, and just pried them up, and that's it. And then I got this side cover off, and this has got a clip on here. I kind of reached around from the back side of it with my clip and then pushed on the button right here. After you snap, you have to get this to pop up, and I pushed in the center here and wiggled it off the connector here as it was sitting back in like this. And then very gently, you can see the clips. There's a piece that, this is kind of hard to do with one hand, but there's a piece here, this slides around and tucks into here. So you gotta be careful with that piece here, and then these two are just clipped on back over there. And they clip into here, and this side piece is off. Okay, next I'm gonna pull the wire out, disconnect this one here. This looks like it just pops here, like that. Tuck that through here. I'm gonna undo these hog rings here, and then pull this one off, and then we'll get to where we're at, because I think there's some more hog rings tucked in down on the sides over here. We'll see. So I might have to flip the seat over. We'll see. I'll end up moving to the floor because I'm not going to put this on the countertop. Alright. And it looks like this was never actually routed here. So I'm going to take some tie wraps and tie wrap this onto this hanger right here to keep the wire out of the way, because I noticed it was kind of on the floor a little bit in the car. Okay. I'm going to keep going. Okay, the hog rings I just pulled off of here. This one only actually had two, so I'll end up putting another one in the middle here. Just to hold it. You can see there's one here, there was one here. There, and then I'm going to put another one here in the middle. You just basically, I took the pair of channel locks here, these small ones, and they're like this. I just pivot them to where I can get to them, and then you just kind of pull them apart and then unlock it. They come apart pretty easily, so that's that one there. And then I have the pliers right here in this kit to grab them to squeeze them back together. So I could probably reuse these, which I may try, or I may use the new ones. So I haven't decided yet. Alright, keep going. I'm about to pick it up. I got the fabric pulled back and tucked around here. I'm going to take my wires, I'm going to tuck them away so I don't get them caught on anything on the floor. We don't want to squish them or anything. So I'm going to get them all tucked out away. I like this one's tied up here, so that one's good. But I'm going to get everything tucked away. Okay? This is loose. Oh, I'll just leave it like that. Anyway, now I'm ready to set it. I think I'm just going to set it on the floor right here. And then we'll go from there. Well, bad news. You do end up having to completely remove the cushion because of this piece here. And here's for the power seat, or I'm sorry, the heated seat. So I end up having to unsnap that, and you have to kind of feed it through the plastic here. It goes down through the middle here and snaps into here, right there. Then you gotta take off the whole lower cushion. And obviously here's your seat adjuster stuff right here. Well, this is your spring support actually. And that's supposed to be tucked in there. Like that. So yeah, make sure that stays in there, tucked in right here. Okay? And that's about it. Okay. Now we can slide off the old one off of here. We're going to slide it off. There's some hog rings around the sides here. I'm going to have to dig into there. See them down here? They're going through the cushion to get those off, and then we'll get the new one on. So I'm going to show you how I did one of them. I'll use just the larger pair this time. So I'm using a larger pair of channel locks right here. I'm going to dig in to one of them here. I don't know if I can actually show you or not. I'm going to search for where they're connected together, which is here. This one's pretty twisted up. And what I'm going to do is not pulling up because I don't want to rip the wire out of the foam. I'm going to separate these two. Which I'm kind of twisting this way, using the wire support of the actual seat cover. I could probably use my pry tool here and actually pry them apart as well. That's actually not working as well as using the pliers. So you could probably use needle nose too. I just think I get a better grip on these. And pushing on the wire, bend the hog ring. There's 6 of them, so it's not an easy job. That's why they charge so much for this. So that's one. I don't know if you can see in there. I got that one right there. Can you see that one right there? I bent it apart. I think you can see it. I like to get a new camera. I was using the GoPro. This one right here, I tried to twist it apart. And then basically there's a wire reinforcement in here. And then if I twist a little bit more, I can get to pop off. And I have to do that one. And there's another one down in here. No, there's actually 4, so there's another one here too. So there's 4 on each side. You gotta get all 4 of those. Now, from what the dealer told me, there's 2 versions of this. One with them, and the other one has Velcro. I believe the 12s had Velcro, and they switched over to these because the Velcro kept pulling apart. So, all right, I'm gonna get doing that. No point in sitting there filming me, watch me struggle. But get every one of those off, and I'll get this cushion off, or the seat cover off. I'll get the new one on there. Okay, so I got them all out, and this is the big pile right here. So there's actually 4 on each side. Okay, there's 3 across the back of this seam here. There's 3 across this seam here, which now pulls off like that. So there it is, and now you can see the hole. See the hole? Where I was a dumbass? Right there. Look how worn that is actually underneath there. See that? It's crazy. But yeah, there's the seat. The hole in the seat. I'm probably gonna keep this as a spare and maybe put a little some sort of adhesive or something in there, or some sort of epoxy maybe, or something just to hold it together. Something, I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. But I mean, the seat cover's okay other than that small hole, which is right there. I mean, you can hardly see it on this side. So maybe I could put something in there and scuff it up. You wouldn't be able to see it, and I could just keep this one as an extra. I'll throw it back in the box, and I got the new one laying there. So let's grab the new one. So here's the new one. Throw that on there. I'm going to put it on the exact same way I took that other one off. So, which is like this. I'm going to flip up. I'm going to start in the center, these 3, and then I'm going to do the 3 in the rear, and then I'm going to go along the sides, and then wrap everything around, and then we can get it back tucked in again. Nice and brand new cover. So, I mean, for a suede seat cover, $250, that's actually a pretty good deal, I think. So, but yeah, don't put stuff in your pockets. Alright, let me get this back together. This is probably about, from start to finish, I would say about a 3-hour job. For me. I've done this, I think, twice before on other cars. And it's always been a pain in the ass. So, yeah, I'd say about a 3-hour job to do a seat. To do it nice and neat and easy and don't ruin anything. I was trying to find my needle nose because at points I kind of wish I had them, but I couldn't find them to take it apart. And then now I'm just going to use the hog ring pliers to put it back together. It should go together much quicker than it took apart. So, alright, I'll key in when I get some progress. Okay, so I got all the bottom ones done, or I got the center here and I got the rear one done. This rear one here was a little different than the original one. It just had a wire trapped through there, but still bonded the same way. If you look at the old seat cover, it had a piece of plastic here. See, it's plastic. It had this here instead. That one has that wire. So I don't know why they changed it, but they did. No big deal. Doesn't make any difference. So. Alright, I'm going to keep going. Now I'm going to go along the sides and get them in there. I'll show you how to do one here real quick. Okay. We're going to grab our hog ring right here. And our pliers. And we're going to slide it in here. I believe there's another style of hog ring you can use as well. They're more rounded, but I've been using these and they work pretty good. And I'll see if I can prop this cushion up here and to get into here and do one. I'm just going to start on the end here. I'm obviously trying to do this so you can see. I'm going to take my pliers here and I'm just going to hook it through there. At the same time, hope you can see this, I'm going to pinch down to where my wire is at in there. Right inside there, and I'm just going to squeeze the pliers. And then I'm going to collapse it completely like this. Obviously I'm doing this left-handed. Now it looks like that. It's completely in there. So that one's good. So, yep, looks like that. I'm going to do the next one. Let's do one more in here. This. These are spring-loaded pliers, so they're pinching it and holding on to it. I'm going to get in here. I'm going to dig in again. Just get around the wire without tearing up any more foam. So yeah, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but you got to be careful. I'm going to dig down in there. I'm going to wrap the wire, shove in like this, collapse it right there, and squeeze. There we go. That's it. It's in there. That tucks it down in like that. So that's it. I'm going to keep going. The hog rings are applied to the seat cushion. I'm going to set those aside for now. And then I'm going to get this wrapped around here. This piece right here wrapped back around. Get the wire pulled back through. And then get the cushion reassembled on the seat. So that's what I'm going to do now. Pretty straightforward. Alright, let's get this thing wrapped around here. So we're going to get this piece. We need to get it folded around. So we got to pull it. Flip it over. And pull it around. Okay. The wire pulled back through. That's on there. Now I'm going to get the sides wrapped around right here. This is where you want to make sure everything is exactly where you want it to be. With all the cushion in the correct place, everything stretched where it's supposed to be. Because once you get back on, to fix this is very, very difficult. So obviously this is brand new leather, so it's going to stretch and shrink into place, so to speak, around wherever you place it. So we want to make sure everything is nice and taut, because you're going to end up stretching this around the frame. And the better you have it seated, the better it will look when it's done. So I think that actually looks pretty good. Yeah. You can tell this is much stiffer than the one that was on there. There's some time, you can tell. This one has like creases and stuff in it from sitting on it. This has nothing. Is it brand new seat? Brand new. Alright, I'm going to get the cushion installed in the lower and the frame itself, and then we'll get it back up on the countertop, and once I get that in place, I'll key you guys back in. But it's looking pretty good. Okay, when you're putting the cushion on, you have it back up on the countertop and we're flipping it over, and we need to reattach these. These kind of roll over, and I'll show you here. You grab them like this, and you basically get this edge right here to be on top of here by doing that, by rolling it over like that, and that pulls it taut. See, and that's it. Now it's nice and tight. Do the same thing here. Roll it over, flip it on. That's it. Okay. It just sits like that. I gotta rearrange the rear cushion area here. I'm gonna straighten this out, and then it should be attached. After I do a couple hog rings, that is. Okay. Okay, I got kind of tied up doing some work. Work for work. Anyway, so I got it all back together. Got it zipped up. The only thing I don't have on is the side pieces. So it's actually looking pretty good. I used my picture I took of my wire routing to make sure everything was back exactly the same way it came. I attached 2 new tie wraps to here. There was nothing to get this thing anchored so it's not hanging so low. So I think it needs to be tucked in nice and tight. I got the rest of the seat all tied in and snapped in. My airbag's hooked back up. It's looking pretty good. So I noticed I got some dog hair. I'm sitting on the floor, which is going to suck, so I got to vacuum that off. I'll do that before I get in the car. When I sit in the garage, I'll vacuum it all off. Now I'm going to get the side bracket on. I did notice there was a scuff on here, which for some reason I can't see anymore. I don't know why. Anyway, so I get this back on. And then before I put it back in the car, I'm going to put some dressing and stuff on the seat. All around the seat, because it's much easier this way than it is when it's actually in the car. Matter of fact, I'll probably do it when it's sitting in here, because I can get to this full entire piece on this side now without the cover on. So I'll do some leather dressing on there before I do that. And then I'll get all the brackets back in the car, or back in the seat, and then I'll get installed back in the car. So, well, I'll key you back in at that point. It's going pretty good. Okay, here goes the fun part. See, it's all back together. Turned out really well. Obviously, it's brand new now. So we have a brand new Alcantara. Actually, I think they call this suede. They don't call it Alcantara. The tag said suede on it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of this GoPro here soon, because half the time I don't know what I'm recording. I'm just kind of aiming it and going for it. But yeah, I think I'll once I get in the car, I'll take the vacuum and I'll do a nice vacuum on it, and I'm assuming this stuff's going to settle down after a bit. But yeah, turned out pretty good. Everything went back together real nice. Wasn't too bad. So I'll position you guys up, and you can see me put it back in the car, and I can kind of show you how easy it was. It wasn't too bad. So the car's empty. I'll just get the door open. Obviously the convertible makes it nice because that's out of the way. I mean, this door opens pretty wide. You got pretty good, big open space in here. I vacuumed in there. Obviously, I didn't clean the floor mat yet, but I went through, and since I had an opportunity, I put some interior dressing on here. Maybe I should go clean up the console too, or the lid real quick. And I did this trim piece here as well. And this is what I was talking about, this nick right here. You can see it right here. I have a new one of these. They weren't too expensive. There's two-way tape on this side here. You gotta heat this whole strip up here and get this to remove. That's gonna be another video, another pain in the butt. But let me get the seat back in. All right, get the seat back in the car. Oh yeah, I'm pretty far off. So slide in the front pins, push forward, good to go. I'm going to pivot the seat up a little bit, get the electrical connector connected. That's it. That's connected. Look at my impact. Put the bolts in. I get my socket and I'll get these started before I go putting the impact on them. Seems like a floating washer or something in the chassis down there. With the seats bolt too. Grab my impact real quick. That's plenty tight enough. And that's it. Seat is back in. I'll grab the headrest. I'm going to retract this back here so I can vacuum in there. I'm going to vacuum the seat cushion. Alright, well that's your base cushion or base seat cover replaced. And this happens to be a ZL1. I believe it's the same process on regular Camaros and all the versions of at least the Gen 5 anyway. But it's all fixed. You know, stupid mistakes make great videos. So I guess you can look at it that way. At least I figured it out anyway. Alright. That scuff you can actually see now, by the way, on the trim. Can you see it right there? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a heat gun to that, and I'm going to swipe it very lightly, and I can probably get it to disappear. So I'm going to work on that too. But thanks for watching.